Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is August 23rd, 2024, and this is my weekly market review. We're reviewing S&P 500, that's SPY, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only. As we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading. So please check with your financial advisor. Please check with your significant other and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's jump over to these charts and see what we see. Let's resize this. Let's maximize this quarterly chart and take a look. I see green. On this quarterly chart, we are above an R2 level now on the SPY. The SPY is just running. Looks like it's running even more so than the Qs. Maybe I should start looking at the SPY for trades. But as we can see, it's above your R2 at this time. It looks like it's ready to start making new highs. I would just be any shorts. Be very careful. Wait for your confirmation before you try to run short on this thing. Because as you can see, the SPY can run pretty good for a pretty good long time. These are quarterly candles. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 quarters. That's over a year running hot and high. A year, almost 2 years running hot and high. And right now we have 1, 2, 3, little rest, 4, 5, 6, 7 again. But we had a little rest already. So again, can this thing continue for another 3 or 4 quarters? Continue higher? That's why I say be careful, be careful, be careful when you think this thing is high and you think this thing is time to go down. Be careful, be careful, be careful. All right, but that's what I see here on this quarterly chart. I just see a hot market. But let's go down to the monthly chart and see what we see. The market did what we kind of expect. The whole thing. The market did what we kind of expect. I did what I kind of expected it to. It's done it before. It comes down here to this 10, goes maybe a little bit below the 10, touches it, and then it's back above. This market has been hot. It's steady going up. Just the thing is finding a good entry. We're back at the top, and like I say here on these quarterly pivots and looking at the SPY, we're getting close to our previous high, and look like it might want to break it. We'll see next week. Will this thing make us a new high next week? If it and the SPY looks like it's going to be the leader. We have to take a look at the other indexes and make sure what's happening here. Is the SPY the leader? Wow, that's going to be really wow. If it is. But let's just kind of wait and see. We are, like I said, we're above the 10. We're above the pivot. We're just below at our quarterly R1. Will we get above this quarterly R1? A lot of times when it's running hot like this, it does get above that R1 level, above R1, above R1, above R1. It's not quite above R1 yet. We already had this pullback at R1. Will it happen again? We are getting a hammer here, and can it happen again? Or are we going to get above R1? That's what I'm seeing here. All right, but let's go down to this weekly chart and see what we see there. And on this weekly chart, again, we had an R1 level here on these. Oh, man, come on. Come on. Let me do this. Get my thing right. Yeah. We are above 1 on these monthly pivots. We are below R1 on these monthly pivots. We also will be at a high too. This high right here is 565.16. This pivot is at 564. 560. It's close to that high. Maybe it's at 5. Let me see. It's at 560. It's saying it's at 562.13. No, that's that. Oh man, that's the market. That's not the pivot, and all. So let me see if I can stretch this and get to where these numbers will show up. It's not going to do it for me. But as you can see, we're getting really close. That's all I'm saying. We're at a top. When we get to a top, are we going to get a drop? Or are we going to get a pop? So be very careful. Come next week. Next week is going to be the week to tell us what's going to happen here and all. So whatever's getting ready to happen out there in the world, the market is telling you something is getting ready to happen. We're going to get a pop or we're going to get a drop. So just be careful and let's see what happens next week. But let's go ahead and go down to the daily chart and see what we see there. On the daily chart, it's showing you we're at this top again. We've had a strong move up. We had a bearish looking pattern. Now we got a bullish looking pattern and all. But the Harami, The Harami pattern is not one of my strongest favorite patterns, and all when it's an inside pattern, you know. But we can see, look like we are going to be opening above, you know, a pivot come next week. So again, and a lot of times we do end up reaching a R1 level, and if we do reach this R1 level on the SPY, we will be making new highs next week. So that's what I'm kind of seeing here on this daily chart. So that's what I kind of expect to see. Will we stay up there? Don't know. But will we touch there? I believe so. And that's all I really want to share this time. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend. And I'll talk to you later. Have a good one. Bye.